What's up everyone? I hope you guys are doing great on an amazing day such as this. For today's video, we're going to be taking the next 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, to talk about this CAMA versus the church thing that has been splitting the internet. I think this is actually the very first time I'm talking about a trending issue. Is it the very first time I'm talking about? Anyways, if you've never seen any of my videos before, I am the Igbowriter and I usually say stuff that is contrary to popular opinion. Alright, so before we begin for today, I'd just like to establish one thing. I am not a pastor, I'm not the owner of any church per se, so I'm not talking about this based on vested interests, okay? And I am also not a government official that has been sent to, you get the point. So I'm going to try to be as objective as possible in examining this matter in the next 2 minutes. Are you ready? Let's go. So the CAMA bill that was just recently passed by the government, I think, is a bill that kind of gives the government power to appoint a trustee over a religious institution such as the church. Right now, I think that a lot of church leaders, while they've come out and been very bold in trying to cast down the bill and everything, I think that they've been right to an extent, because if you study the structure of this particular bill, it has too many holes in it, and I'm going to explain it to you very briefly. All right, now let's look at it from a religious point of view and then from an organizational point of view. In an organization, before a trustee is appointed, there are certain things that have to be in place, the first of which is the fact that it is somebody who has vested interest in the company, somebody who has assets, shares, somebody who is a stakeholder in the company. That's the kind of person who has the power to appoint a trustee. A trustee cannot be entrusted with that role by somebody who is on the outside. Organizationally, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, on a religious level, when you look at this particular situation, through the lens of scripture, you will find that it is historically and systematically inconsistent with what scripture teaches. As a matter of fact, in the Christian faith, it is a categorical taboo, like a level 5 or level 10 or level 100 taboo for Christian affairs to be settled in a secular setting. Now, when the argument arises that the Bible teaches that we should submit ourselves to constituted authority, what that basically talks about is that we should not be, rebels. We should not be unruly people. All right, but what it does not mean is that every ordinance that is given by the government has to be obeyed by the church, because we find the early church saying to the leadership of the day, hey guys, listen, it's better for us to obey God than to obey you guys. So when a law comes out and says do not preach the gospel, what are we going to do? But if we look at the situation from another perspective, I think that for very long the church has long been entangled a little too much with government affairs, with politics, and this was bound to happen at some point. All right, so I see the church not budging, and I see in a scenario where the government also doesn't budge, there's going to be an obvious split between both organizations, which is going to result in a persecution of the church if we hold fast to the faith. But my fear is, compromises are going to come in, and we're going to people will sell out. You understand? My real concern is this: the government knows that this is not going to work, all right? But they passed the bill anyways. So I see this as a ploy, as a plan to, after the church has, said no and everybody has finished acting film, they now come and say, okay, let's strike a compromise. This is the deal we are proposing. That deal that is yet to come to the light, that's the one I'm afraid of. I don't know if I just made any kind of sense to you guys. I don't know. But if you enjoyed this video and you found any sense whatsoever in it, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Follow this page if you're not already following this page. Loads of amazing content coming up and you don't want to miss out. I'll see you guys in the next video very shortly. God bless you.